So this is the TPUSA Verified Lies. This is from Candace here. So the amazing, heroic Mikey McCoy had blood all over him. You just talked about that. What is a patsy? So I thought that was particularly kind of dumb coming from
you said who had that chick on from the CIA that was talking about how ISIS is snuck in the country and Al Qaeda. Oh, they made it in the White House. Did someone tell that brave CIA woman?
Yeah.
Oh man, Al Qaeda's in the White House shaking Trump's hand.
So this is the TPUSA Verified Lies. This is from Candace here. So the amazing, heroic Mikey McCoy had blood all over him. You just talked about that. No blood, right? He just literally picked up his phone, walked away. For whatever reason. We don't know, right? We don't know how people respond to tragedy. That's what they say. It's that he was kicking in, he was kicked into gear, and he's like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
My friend's been shot. I immediately called my dad and told him to call some other guys to pray. That's what you did. Okay, all right, I guess that'll help.
Number 2, Charlie was a committed evangelical who only liked Catholic architecture. I'm not sure where this lie comes from. I don't actually know about this one. But in this is a bizarre one. I haven't done enough research to really understand number 2, but 3 just brought it up, right? Charlie's neck stopped a 30-06 bullet because he ate salad and had strong bones. It was a modern-day Christian miracle.
Was the salad part of their thing? I don't remember hearing that.
Well, he said he had very strong bones, calcium, content or whatever percentage in his bones. Bizarre. Number 4, Charlie never blinked in his support for Israel. Right, Josh Hammer talked about that. I know
that's a lie.
That's a lie, right? He was saying, I might have to break with the pro-Israel cause, or might have to abandon the pro-Israel cause.
Until he died, in the few weeks from having my friends Dave Smith on, who I keep blaming for his death publicly, and Dave doesn't like it, but I do it.
Wait, why are you blaming Dave Smith for his death?
I just say he got it because he went on TPUSA. He was there at the event, and they didn't want
Dave Smith was there?
Not the shooting, at the... what Charlie?
At the July conference. Okay,
right. Yeah. So they right after that, it's nonstop. The Laura Loomer of the world. Why don't you just admit you're anti-Semitic because you had the Jew Dave Smith, Dave Jewish, by the way. Why are you? And they were nonstop what an anti-Semite he is, and all he had done was allow Charlie offered up maybe the most tepid public criticism of Israel by any standard that's reasonable. And they were all over him, how he's a scumbag anti-Semite, up until he suddenly was dead. And then they're like, he loved Israel. And then, it got a little more suspicious.
There was that mural that went up within the day of his death. And I said, you guys, are you sure you didn't know anything about this? Right? You guys literally painted a mural in less than a day. Massive mural in Tel Aviv.
Oh my God, really? Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay.
I put it into Grok and I just said, given the size of this mural, how long would it take? And Grok's like, well, for a proficient, artist, it would take about 7 to 10 days. Like,
so Rob McCoy, who's Andrew Colvett? I don't really know who that is.
So Andrew Colvett is the producer. He's the producer of the Charlie Kirk show.
Okay.
He's that guy. So
and we're currently missing those SD cards they took, the camera that was there that he took down. I don't remember why he took it.
That was, I think, Tyler Bauer. That's coming up next on number 6. But number 5, the magnificent Mikey McCoy called his father first. So that was evidently a lie because Erica came out and said, no, she got the call immediately the minute of the assassination.
The records went to her. He called her. That's what the records say.
Yes. And then he called his dad. Obviously, We don't really know the order. We do know that he was not covered in blood, so that was an absolute lie. There was also this thing about the SD card, right? Told to remove the camera. There was the cameras that was behind Charlie that would have pretty much captured everything that was removed by Tyler Boyer. The SD card that was also disappeared. Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk never had any bad blood between them. That's obviously not true. Now we know. Charlie establishing Doge was not unusual. So this was referring to the audit that Charlie Kirk ordered.
That Tyler Power was going to be caught up in, was he not?
Yes, possibly. We don't know. Allegedly. Turning Point has submitted financially audited the company every year since its inception, so that's really not out of the ordinary. Mike McCoy was the hero of that day. Yeah, so there's been a lot of lies, and it's so easy to sort of debunk these lies. I don't know if this is something that, they didn't expect to happen, right? Maybe they thought it was, I guess, 1963 still, because I'm sure after JFK was shot, everybody had similar questions as to what the hell actually happened, how many shots there were, how did the bullets do what they did, how is it possible it was one bullet? But we didn't have this kind of virality or information sharing ecosystem that we do now.
Well, they planned for it, you can see, because there's 4 or 5 plausible explanations of where the shot came from, and at least 4 or 5 suspicious people that they've caught on camera, that it's specifically designed for the people to argue over how the method that it was done and forget about the overall picture of why it was done. It wasn't a furry, a disgruntled furry. I don't buy it. I think I know who did it, and I can't prove it, but if I had to guess, there's certain let's call them best friend / aircraft carrier of ours in the Middle East that does shit like this all the time.
Well, so that's the big contention. That's got me in trouble. I was last week's, and I think there's a new person this week, but last week's recipient of Anti-Semite of the Year. I don't know if you knew that, but that was...
You're the Anti-Semite of the Year?
No, sorry, not of the year. That was Candace last year. Sorry, of the week.
Oh.
Of the week.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm nowhere close to of the year. I am nowhere close.
No, you beat Nick Fuentes? Oh, that's right. He said Israel didn't do it.
I think he was a finalist. I think it was like Fuentes and Tucker Carlson and Candace. I believe she won.
If you publicly exonerate Israel of this murder, then you can be with the good people, and you can work your way back like our friend is.
I was day one. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was having dinner with people in the Senate, and she said immediately people in the Senate, Intel agency, or no, the Senate Intel committee were saying that maybe it was Israel. So regardless of whether
I know anybody in the know is saying that privately,
yeah,
100%. That's why it's so funny. If whatever, I just go on the next one. I mean, if people can't see the shit, they're not going to see it.
Yeah.
If you haven't looked it up, I don't dwell on Twitter no more, because people are so dumb, or they're fake, or they're hired by it. That's all that's
Officer Tatum. Have you looked at Officer Tatum and his?
Yeah, I've harassed him with AI.